It's Friday night. I have no idea why I said that. Announcing like I'm super excited that it's Friday. I am excited it's Friday night.
I'm excited it's Friday night too. But you know
So,
what? But you know what? When people are watching this, it might not be watching it on a Friday night.
very real possibility that they might not be watching it on a Friday night.
Especially since we didn't tell anybody we were doing this.
This was completely just something fun to do. We want to get back to doing these and we appreciate each and every one of you. And in fact, Kristen's going to talk for a minute about our podcast while I go and share this so people can actually find this podcast. I mean, this live. What is this called? You're going to talk about the podcast while I go share it. I'll be back.
So, if you haven't been joining us for our podcast, we are back. We are in season 2. So, we were off for a little bit. I'm going to say, I don't know, about a year and a half or so, where we didn't do anything as far as the podcast was concerned. We had a lot going on. And we are now back to doing it. We just recorded the 3rd episode of season 3, and we are doing the prayer of Jabez. And this is one of the things that Rob and I decided to do is read the prayer of Jabez we read the book again, and we pray the prayer of Jabez every day. And so we're also incorporating the prayer of Jabez into our everyday life. But we decided, hey, let's talk about prayer and let's talk about blessings, because the prayer of Jabez is all about, Jabez crying out, oh, that you, God bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me and keep me from evil, that I might not cause pain. And so we're kind of breaking down some of those things about why is it that prayers sometimes that you pray, you don't feel like they're being answered. We're talking about things like being in tune and being aligned with God to make sure that your prayers are getting answered. And it's really an amazing thing when you walk with God and you are walking and abiding, dwelling in God, that the way that your mind works and your heart work, they change from time to time, because God is fine tuning you, and He is then in going to give you the desires of your heart, and simply because your desires now match His. So we talk about a red Camaro. I think Rob might have talked about food in one of them, maybe the first episode, I'm not sure. And because he talks about food a lot, chocolate cake. If you know Rob, he loves chocolate cake. But we're talking a lot about that. And so I really encourage you to just go and listen to our most recent podcast. We just put it out today. And we're going to be doing those most Fridays. We will be putting out a new podcast on most Friday. I can't say every Friday because our anniversary is coming up at the September 3rd, but we're going Labor Day weekend. So we're probably not doing a podcast that week. And there's going to be some other weekends that we're traveling or we don't have time to do a podcast, along with everything else that we're doing. We also have the Rob and Kristen show that airs Tuesday nights at 8:00 p.m. Eastern time on Abundant TV. And so we want to make sure that you guys know that we still have some new episodes that are coming out. And then we are going to be getting ready to go into season 4 of the Rob and Kristen. I had to think about it for a minute, Rob. Season 4.
Well, and if that tells you a little how long it's been since we've done one of these, we were starting season 2 when we did, because we had gone from the format that we were doing in season 1, if you remember. For those of you that don't know, it was a different format way the show was. And then in season 2, everything changed. Everything changed the way we did the show. Everything changed. And so, yeah, we went away from doing this. And I miss this. I miss our friends. And of course, probably none of them are going to be here tonight.
Oh,
But
that's okay.
it's a great chance, though, for us to get to talk to everybody. And if they watch it on a replay, put replay and then say, yes, we want you to do this again, or no, we don't want you to do this anymore.
I can think of a couple people that are just going to say no just because they're going to harass you.
Oh, completely. And I'm fine with that. I'm going to do it anyway. And so we need, and hopefully you guys that are watching now, because there are some people watching as we're doing this, that you really come give us some ideas of what you want us to talk about. I really love the idea of doing this. It's just something completely different. Live is completely different than recording the podcast or recording the show. And so to me, this is exciting.
Well, if you are not watching the Rob and Kristen show, make sure you start watching it. We have a lot of fun. We're also been doing a lot of interviews on the show, and that's been fun too, I think. Really interesting getting an opportunity to talk to a lot of the people that we've been talking to. We've talked to some pastors, we've talked to a lot of authors. We've had some fun cooking. We've been traveling, so we have some travel episodes that are still out there in the process of being edited. So we've got some, Rob's laughing because we have several episodes from traveling. We've got Mackinac Island, we have Lake Tahoe, we have St. George, Utah. Where else
Savannah.
do we have? We've got a couple. Oh, in
Savannah.
Savannah, Georgia. We have a couple of episodes from Lake Tahoe. So and we are going back to Mackinac Island
Mackinac. Yes. And
for Honeymoon 5. So and
and
that we're
if you haven't followed that joke, because we haven't been, a lot of you might be new and don't know the joke. It started off with, of course, our honeymoon. And then on a show, I think I said we're celebrating honeymoon 2, and it stuck. And so we are celebrating honeymoon 5.
which is
It's
actually our 4th
4th
anniversary.
anniversary. It's crazy. Can you guys imagine? It has now been 4 years. I've actually lived in Ohio starting a week and a half from now. I'll have been here 4 years, and I love it. And I'm blessed to get to live here in Ohio. And my wife is sharing right now, and that's what she's doing. So I'm stalling while she's sharing. And so anyway, but we want to encourage you about the podcast. It is super neat because as I said today, it is much more granular than each a show, because we get a chance for 28 minutes to really dive into scripture and really talk about what God has uh, shown us in those scriptures and has really given us some insight. And I think that's so cool. And so we want to encourage you. You can, of course, find it on our apps, whether you have Apple or the iOS or the Google apps, the Android apps, and you can find our podcast there. And we love doing it. I have been doing well. Kristen's doing that. Just a quick plug, and we haven't talked about it. Is I've been doing a new show on SGM Radio, which is a network that Kristen and I own, sgmradio.com. And you can go there, and I do a show every Monday morning called The Morning Break. And it's a chance for me to talk about fun stuff like the Portland Pickles picking a guy out of the crowd to bat, and he hit a home run in the
Oh,
game.
wow.
Crazy things like that. And so that's kind of the stuff that goes on. And of course, at some point, probably I'll have some guests on the show. I haven't gotten that deep into it. And so we'll see where God leads that. And so a lot of cool things going on since really it's crazy to think, since the last time we've done this, it's been a while. And that was on a Monday night, and it was during the winter, so there were a lot more people on. They're probably all out at the lake right now.
And if you are watching us live, make sure you say hi so that we know that you're there. Hi, Herb. How are you? So, but make sure you say hi. We're going to sit here and talk anyway. Even if you
Yes.
don't say hi, we're going to sit here and talk. But, but yeah, join us for the podcast. I'm really excited about that. And I don't know how long we're going to be talking about prayer and talking about blessings, God blessing us. I don't know. When we first started it, we thought, well, maybe 3 weeks. Well, we're already 3 weeks into it, and I don't know. God just keeps showing more and more stuff, so we could be in it for 4 weeks or 5 weeks, and then I don't know what we'll do after that. We'll probably start another series of some kind, and I'm really excited about that. You know what else I'm excited about, Rob?
What?
Um, besides, I thought you were going to say ice cream.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I get excited about ice cream, but
I was going to say chocolate cake, but that would seem kind of.
I already talked about you loving chocolate cake, and yeah, you got chocolate cake to eat later, don't you? Yeah. But the other thing I'm really super excited about is this fall. We have not set a date yet, but this fall we are going to be starting an online Zoom style Bible study, and we probably will be using Zoom. So, I think that it's something that we've been talking about for over a year. And it's just something that I've really just felt the need to do, and doing the Bible study and praying for people. And that's another thing, too. Um, we pray for people by name every single night. So if you have a prayer request, so you can always, if you don't want everybody else to know, you can always send us a private message. But if you don't mind just telling us what your prayer request is, it doesn't have to be a long description. It can just be something really simple, just a few words. Or if you want us to be really specific in how we pray, you can tell us that too. Because sometimes we have people that say, hey, pray for this person, and we don't really know what we're praying for. We don't need to. But if you do have a prayer request and you would like to be added to that list, just send us a message or drop it in the comments. If you want to be part of our Zoom online Bible study, then also, just say Bible study in the comments, and that way, when we get ready to launch it, we can make sure that you're included in that. So
Yep.
we
It's
have
going to be
so
fun.
many things going on.
It is. It's a lot of cool stuff going on, Herb. We're going to be in Michigan for our anniversary. We're going to be up in Mackinac Island. So he asked when next time we're going to be in Michigan. Of course, he's talking about when Kristen's singing.
September 7th.
Yes. Hey, we should
September
give a quick
7th.
plug.
Yeah,
Yes.
September 7th, Michael Bailey and I are going to be in Ypsilanti, so be watching for that. Everybody's invited. They're having a special service. We're going to be singing during the service, and then they're going to have, I think, a picnic after that. And so everybody be invited to that. If you want to come. We'd love to see you.
That would be cool. See, so if you're watching and you're in the Ipsy area or in the northern part of Ohio, we would love to see you. It's a great church. We've had a neat time there. Actually, earlier this year, we were there for an event, and so it's really a lot of fun. And Sophia just texted us. So anyway, I was like, I wondered who it was. I was wondering if somebody said, Rob, you look strange, but it was Sophia. So anyway, but yes, so those are some neat things that are coming up, and so many other events that are coming up in this in the fall and in the new year.
Oh, we have so many things. It's exciting, but people don't realize how often we're doing something. And hey, if you want us to come to your church, to your conference, to your event, we would love to do that. I mean, Rob doesn't sing, but I do, and we both speak. So if you are putting on any kind of conference, or if you want somebody, if you have a smaller church and you need somebody to fill in for a Sunday, I know that I would love to do something like that. It's part of my heart is doing ministry of all kinds. So I just love that. So I think, Rob, are you frozen? No, not anymore. Well, maybe you are. He does this every time. He starts to
No, I'm sitting
freeze.
here. I did freeze that time. Now I did freeze that time.
I think you're frozen again, at least on mine.
And I think it's because I forgot to turn off my Wi-Fi.
Well, I'll just keep talking while you are trying to unfreeze. I'm not sure what's going on. There you are. Are you back for real this time? No, he's not. He's gone. So I'm just going to take a minute too, and I'm going to just kind of give you an update. I have my niece, Sophia, he mentioned it. Sophia is texting us. She's sending us, she's going to be a senior in high school this year. And hard to believe she's going to be a senior in high school. And she has done so well in her tournament. She works so hard in her golf tournaments. And I just want to give a shout out to her and all of her teammates, the Anthony Wayne Generals. They have been really great. We got to watch their golf tournament yesterday, and that was really a lot of fun. And their team won, and she won for having the best overall score. So Rob is gone again. So I don't know. So I have a question for anybody who is watching, whether it's replay or live. So one of the things that we do every year is at Christmas on the Rob and Kristen show is we bake. That's just something that we do because for me, baking is part of a Christmas tradition. So if you have a favorite cookie recipe, let me know so that I can consider whether or not we would be doing that for one of our shows.
Oh, what a cool idea. Hey, I think I figured out how to do that. Yes. Look at that.
Well, it's been so long since we've done one of these.
I know. Isn't that cool though? I'm going to do it one more time. There it is.
You got it.
Yes.
I love
but we want so much to thank everyone because we haven't done this. And this was a great way for us to connect with our audience on a real one-on-one type basis. And that is, we want to thank you for watching Abundant TV. Thank you for interacting with us. Thank you for supporting what we're doing. It's crazy to think we celebrated our 3rd anniversary in May, and
for Abundant TV.
For Abundant TV, yes. For us, we'll celebrate our 4th anniversary of marriage. A lot of anniversaries in this house. But it's our 3rd anniversary, and it's amazing. The numbers are incredible. And you were waving, so I'm going to let you talk.
No, I was just saying hi to Brian.
Oh, that's cool. He's got a lot of. Let's see.
Hello.
So he is also asking about the Bible study. Did he ask about that? Yeah. Bible study. Okay. Hey, listen, that's super cool.
So, can we talk about Mackinac Island?
We can.
So I don't know. I know a lot of our people are watched from all different areas, but how many of you have ever been to Mackinac Island? If you've been to Mackinac Island, let us know, because this will be our 3rd trip since we've been married, and we're celebrating our 4th anniversary. So we've been there, 3 out of our 5. We went to Branson for our honeymoon because everything was closed. It was COVID.
Couldn't go anywhere.
And then we went to Mackinac Island for our 1st anniversary because we waited too long to plan and we didn't know where to go. And then for our 2nd anniversary, we went to Portland, Maine, and that was so much fun. And then for our 3rd anniversary, we went to Mackinac Island, and we loved it so much we decided to go back this year. And if you've never been to Mackinac, it is worth the trip. And if you are from the South someplace, is an airport that's pretty close by, or you can fly into Detroit and rent a car and drive up. It's about 4-hour drive. And then you just hop on a ferry and you go over to the island. It's so much fun. And there's no cars. So you walk, you take a horse taxi, a carriage, horse and carriage, or you can ride a bike. They rent bikes. People ride their bikes all around the island. And one of the things that Rob and I hope to be able to get to do this year is to walk the perimeter of the island, because we walked a lot of the interior of the island last year.
Yeah, we're not doing the whole ride the bike thing because I haven't ridden a bike in a very long time. And that scares me to think of my falling during the bike ride. So yeah,
Yes, that would be scary.
it would be it hurts a lot worse to fall now than it did in the younger days. But no, we're excited about that. And hey, if you've got ideas for us,
Herb
what?
has never been to Mackinac, and he lives in Michigan.
Oh, you
Oh,
need to go, Herb. If
you
you like
do.
fudge. If
You
you like
guys,
fudge.
you guys need to go. Take a day and just spend the day over and take the ferry over and come back. Just go over, take the the carriage tour, because you can get a tour. Just hop on the carriage and you don't have to ride. You don't have to walk any place or ride your bike. They'll just take you around to the hot spots. You can get off on almost all of them and just to sightsee a little bit, and you can get on the next one, except for the Grand Hotel. Now, I think if you get off at the Grand Hotel, then you have to walk back to town.
Which
So,
isn't bad.
no, it's not. It's not bad at all.
It's all downhill, which
It
makes
it
it
it is.
a lot easier.
It
The
is.
uphill part's the part that gets me. But hey, listen, if you've got an idea, let us know. Even if you're watching this as a replay, say, hey, I'd love for you guys to go and cover this. Because we have like you said, we have Savannah that's in the cooker. We're gonna take you around Savannah. We had a great time there. It was hot. But we kind of expected it was going to be hot when we went there.
Mhm.
We went to St. George, Utah,
Oh,
this
it
June,
was
and
pretty, but
and
it was so hot.
it made Savannah feel cool. Um, it was amazingly beautiful, but at the same time, it was pass out hot. It was like literally like your body stopped sweating. It was that hot.
Well, I hope that we can go to Alaska next year.
Yes.
That's one of my bucket list trips, is
And
Alaska.
I've always wanted to go to Alaska too. And being from Seattle, it was kind of surprising. I never went, but it just didn't ever work out. So now we could do it together. I think that'd be fun.
It would be a lot of fun. But we go on more than one trip a year. We go on a few. We try to take little weekend trips a few times a year. So it'll be fun. We're going to be going someplace else in October,
It's to
end of
be
October.
determined.
Yes, to be determined.
Yes. No, it's not. There isn't a official place yet. Hey, listen, if for those new people that have come on here in the last little bit, want to tell everybody about our Bible study that's coming up that'll start probably mid-September. And it's going to be an online Bible study. So Kristen, so many people, and you and I read the emails, and so many people are like, I miss connection with people during a Bible study. And for a lot of them, their schedules are they can't make it to a church to go to a Bible study. So we have decided to do this, and we're going to have not only Kristen and I do them, but we're working with other people too to help us really start an abundant Bible study network. I just made that up actually completely just right now.
It's a community. What we're looking for
There we
is
go.
creating a community of believers that will gather together online. So it doesn't require you to be in a certain physical location to connect with people. You can be from anywhere and be able to join and connect. So we would love to have you if you want to be a part of that, or more information on it. Just put Bible study, and that way we can make sure that you're included. When we get ready to launch it, we can let you know. And the other thing too, Rob, is what we talked about if you're just joining us, is our prayer requests.
Yes.
So I was talking about it before about people putting their see ya, Herb, have a
Yep.
good
Have a good
night.
night.
About just if you have a prayer request, let us know. You can send us a direct message, or you can put your prayer request in the comments. I think that if you do, know that they will get added to our list, and we will pray for you by name. That's what we do every night. We go through the list, and when somebody contacts us and tells us that their prayer's been answered, then we scratch it off the list and we just keep adding more.
We
So,
wait till next thing to add them to the next list
yes.
when they need something else, because we love to pray. Kristen and I have made that such a part of our relationship. Even prior to being married, we prayed together, and we love that. We love to take time to pray with you.
Yep. So what else do we have going on? Anything? Any more life updates?
Let's see, what did we talk about?
The
Um,
podcast,
yep,
the
we
Robin
talked about
Kristen
that.
TV show.
Yep. So we could tell them that there might be a channel in the near future that's just Rob and Kristen all the time. But my mom's not alive anymore, so she would be the only person that would watch that. But it is actually going to happen. Be watching for it. A lot of our stuff that we do, and some new content that you aren't going to see on the network that you will see on there.
Yes. And that will
So
be on YouTube.
yes, we love YouTube. We watch YouTube. How many people watch YouTube like as programming?
So if you are new to what we do have the Abundant TV television network. You can watch it on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, or your favorite mobile device just by going to your app and just adding Abundant TV. You'll know it because it's black and white. It looks like a black triangle. So just add the channel to Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, or on your favorite mobile device, and then you can watch us live. And it's by us, I don't mean just Rob and I mean
No,
all of the people that are on Abundant TV.
some great programming, some amazing folks that we work with, and we're so humbled to get a chance to work with some great ministries. We've got some new ones that are coming online over the next few months, and of course, you can catch me every Thursday here when we are on Facebook for that and on YouTube. We do a show called Thrive. It's Jason Webb and I do a show called Thrive. We talk about business, and it's usually during the summer, it's a little more sporadic, but usually Thursday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern time. You can watch us, and we would love to hear from you and have you come and join us for that.
Hey, Mark, good to see you. And your new radio show on SGM Radio. So we're kind of repeating some of the things we talked about at the beginning. So if you're watching it on replay, you're going to go, oh, they already talked about that.
Yep.
But and you've done what, 2 weeks or 3 weeks now?
I've done 2 weeks of the show. It's Mondays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. It's called The Morning Break. It's on sgmradio.com. You can go there and you can find it 10:30 in the morning. We have a lot of fun. We talk about all kinds of neat stuff that goes on in the news. Plus, I just kind of so far have talked a little bit about what I am thinking that day. And it isn't always about Christian stuff. It can be about football. I talked about football, talked about baseball, and we talked earlier about the Portland Pickles. And if you haven't seen that, where the guy walks out of the crowd, hits a home run, and of course he's real. He's just a fan, and it was crazy. And so I think that was neat. Those kinds of things we talk about on the show, and of course radio is my background, and so it's fun to get a chance to do that, get a chance to really kind of spend a few minutes just very it's chill. It is not there's not it's not high octane. I don't scream at all. But I just have a lot of fun. And so, yep, the morning break, Mondays, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time on sgmradio.com.
Well, it's been fun.
It has been. And I'm so thankful people actually showed up.
Since we didn't tell anybody we were doing this because we didn't know we were doing it. So
No, we haven't. But hey, listen, we appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to go to abundanttv.com. That's abundanttv.com. You can download us in your favorite app, whether that's Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV, or
your favorite mobile device, and just watch us wherever you go.
That's it. And we will see you maybe next Friday or maybe next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're going to make you think. You'll have to figure out what day of the week it is. And we're gonna do this, and we're gonna start to do this on a more regular basis because we miss talking to you guys.
Yeah, probably not going to be on Tuesday because our show's on Tuesday night.
Okay, so Monday, Wednesday. Yeah, technically it won't be Tuesday.
Probably not Wednesday night.
Okay, probably won't be Wednesday. Could be Thursday, Monday.
We don't know.
We don't know yet, but we love you guys and we appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to post your prayer request in there, and we would love to talk to you. Until next time.